The Fortnite collision event is happening tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be piloting the mech, fighting for the fate of the island, and even going to the moon. And there's going to be a ton of story development. So watch today's video so you understand everything that's going on before you attend the event. So we're going to start with the big picture of what's going on and then go into some very key details. So as you guys know, we have been at war with the 7 and the IO this season. And basically the 7 are a group of people who have escaped the loop. The loop is the battle royale, the circle closing, one person staying alive, and then it resets over and over. This is powered by the 0 point. The IO want to keep this loop going, keep everybody in the loop. And the 7 are people who escaped, who are going to try to help us escape as well. Oh my god, that was close. I mean, the IO are the people responsible for the blimps. They're responsible for this collider that they built, which I'm going to talk more about how they plan to use that. They're the IO henchmen. They control the command cavern. So that's the IO. So the 7 are people like the Foundation, the scientists. And if you notice, they wear spacesuits, and that's because their base is on the moon. And the Paradigm, she's a member of the 7. She was actually the one who operated for the mech that we saw in chapter 1. But I don't think she's going to be operating it this time. I think it's going to be us, and I'll tell you why. And guys, I will be streaming this event tomorrow, and I'll be posting my reaction on this YouTube channel. So be sure to subscribe. And with the new season around the corner and a new battle pass, the best way to support me is to use my creator code SypherPK. It honestly means a lot to me when people use my code. If you appreciate my content, that's the best way to support. So let's talk about what's going on here. The IO have actually been slowly losing the war. If you've noticed, they've lost all their blimps except the one above command cavern. But now they fire back by building the collider, which is this huge contraption right here. And homie just blew himself up. And I have a pretty crazy theory about how they plan to use this. So as I mentioned, the 7 are based in the moon. And there's been some pulses coming out from this thing. And maybe this thing is aimed at the moon to try to destroy the base of the 7. That's not too crazy of a theory. But here's where it gets a little crazier. The event is called Collision. That is the name of the event. What if they plan to shoot the moon and the moon comes crashing down onto the island, and that's why the event is called Collision? This is just a crazy theory. Now, what's going on the moon? The moon is where the 7 have their base, and they're actually reconstructing So they're constructing a new version of the mech, which we see in the loading screen on the moon. And we see that it has like 3 new weapons attached to it. So most likely we're going to be operating these weapons. And if you guys remember what I mentioned, the reason why I think that's going to be the case is because this event is a squad event. And if you're queuing as a solo, you will be put with a squad. And I'm assuming each member of the squad is going to be responsible for controlling and moving a certain aspect of the mech. Like maybe each person gets a weapon and one person controls the movement. I wonder how that's going to play on a large scale. That's going to definitely be an interesting situation. Not something we've seen before. And I don't think we've ever had a squad event where you're required to be in a squad. So I'm definitely very excited to see how that plays out. And by the way, this skin I'm wearing right now, this is the mech pilot skins, which just dropped yesterday night. And these are the skins that we've seen in the trailers when they show off the mech. They have actually a cool built-in emote where you can kind of like get suited up and turn off the suit just like that. Like this is the outfit that you're probably going to want to wear. This guy is annoying me with the battle bus, man. He's still chasing me. But don't forget, the IO actually have some tricks up their sleeve. If you guys remember, I'm actually about to drive right past it. They excavated the site where the old monster that fought the first mech was, and they dug this up. And I'm assuming they're trying to collect some DNA from the old monster to clone or create a new version of the monster to fight the mech. And then the collider, like I said, I think they're using it to try to shoot it at the moon, and the moon might just blow up as a result of that. That's my theory about how that's gonna... Oh. And here's another thing. We haven't seen Klombo in a while. Most likely Klombo will make some sort of epic return. We might even be using Klombo. He might be on our side. If not, we will see him in the start of chapter 3. Just to remind you, there's going to be a lot of characters with a lot of dialogue. We have Dr. Sloan. She's the general of the IO forces. She betrayed us in the season 7 mothership event, if you guys remember. Agent Jones, he's an agent who used to be working with the IO, but he went rogue and now he is helping the 7. There's Gunnar. He's like Dr. Sloan's right-hand man, and he might play a very important part in the event. And he might even be operating whatever monster or, you know, their own version of the mech that they create. There's also the Foundation, aka the Rock. He's the power behind the 7. Their leader is the Origin, and he has some interesting ties to the Cube Queen, and he's the most powerful member. And then of course the Queen, who we saw in season 8. And then also GENO. He is the actual leader of the IO. We haven't seen him like yet. We've seen pictures of him. He hasn't made an appearance in game yet. And there's rumors that he is the father of Agent Jones, because he does look very similar to him. And one more thing about the mech. We just got this image right here, and it actually showcases how the squad is probably going to be controlling the mech. There's 3 unique weapons. One of them looks like it shoots missiles out, and then there's another one that looks like more of a utility. It's some sort of drill. And then on the left side, we see a machine gun weapon. The question is, what is the 4th member going to be doing? They might be controlling the movement of the mech. So I asked this in the last video, but who do you think my squad should be for the Fortnite event? I got a lot of different options. It's going to be a squad of 4. You got Ninja, Tim the Tatman, Nick Mercs, Nick A30. I've got to find the perfect squad. And I really do think my theory about the moon potentially crashing onto the island is a reality. It honestly does make sense. And I will be live for the event, by the way, on my Twitch channel, and I'm gonna keep streaming until the new season. So after the event, I will stay on stream until the new season launches. Oh, they're both underneath me. I mean, one, yeah. Wait. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and tune into my Twitch when I stream the live event tomorrow.